Shalom, everyone. Rabbi Roger here, coming to you from Jerusalem. I have by way of telephone with me Pastor Israel Iluz from congregation Kiryat Shmona, located in northern Israel. Some of you may have heard about his congregation on the news. It was struck by a missile on May 24th of this year. Since the start of the war, where has he and his congregation gone to? How are they dealing with it? Well, listen in on our phone conversation and see what life is like for those that are displaced from their normal daily routine. I was trying to find out what is the overall feeling as someone that's been displaced. You know, you had a home, and shortly after the war started, you lost your home, you lost your congregation. So in general, what is the overall feeling from yourself, and what are you seeing with others?
I think it's something we ourselves are privileged because really we got somebody, the Danish people gave us their home. It's a beautiful home that it's two homes actually that sit in Poria Elite. So it's looking into the sea. So we are blessed, but I can tell you that much. There is nothing can replace home. To be
Yeah.
far away from home, to be far away from the normal life, to be far away from the people, from the everyday routine that you're doing, it's definitely frustrating. You come into, like now we are in Korea when we've got a terrible neighbor that just complain about anything, complain. It's a reality, to be you hear about refugees on the news, and you never picture yourself that you'll be refugees. So we are refugees in our own country, and yeah, it's a little bit obviously disturbed because now our church where we meet all the time, we cannot meet there anymore. So we meet in a borrowed place that we have from the Danish people. So people have to come from different places. So obviously the congregation is scattered all over the country, from Tel Aviv, Jerusalem, and other places. And so not everybody can come because everybody away from their home. I hear the frustration about many other of the congregations about them being in a place away from home. So overall, it's not a pleasant experience to experience that far away from everything that you know.
Mm-hmm.
And it's and then you meet in the congregation in a place where actually I said, and people come, and some people come from far away, so we can accommodate them to sleep over here, but it's not pleasant.
And are a lot of the people from your congregation, are they staying somewhere else like you are, or are they staying in hotels?
Yeah, many of them, some of them stay with families, some of them stays hotel, some of them stay in rented houses that they rented for that time because they've been put it sick and tired of being in hotels with
Mm-hmm.
children and noise and so on, with many other people. It disturbed very much the order of so many families. They're taking, so the class, school, and so on, everything has been disturbed. So you have to really adopt to a whole new life style and way of living because of this situation. No one, it's a Kiryat Shmona, it's a ghost town. The whole area, some of our people that coming from the villages around Kiryat Shmona, it's an army base. It's a closed army territory. No one, even themselves, they cannot go inside. They've been bombed. I've got some people that come from Metula that 35% of their home has been destroyed from Metula. So he definitely is no way to come there. Kiryat Shmona is becoming now more and more with all the rocket falling, becoming to look like Metula. But yeah, um, and as I said to you, we cooking in Kiryat Shmona. We hoping to come back there because our conviction is really to carry on, especially in the light of this, to carry on our operation of cooking back in the place after we fix it. We can't fix it now, but we can clean it and bring it to a place that we can operate as a kitchen to supply food for the soldiers.
Mm-hmm. Now, going back just a little bit, you said you were at the congregation. That was on Saturday,
On Friday.
on Friday the
On
24th. You were there at the congregation and then just a few hours right after you left, that's when the bomb hit your
Exactly.
congregation.
2 o'clock we left. 5:37 on the dot. 5:37 the rocket hit Kiryat Shmona, and I just basically hear a siren. I heard the siren of the in my phone because I've got the app of rockets falling in Kiryat Shmona. So
Mm-hmm.
it alerts me to the rockets that fall in Kiryat Shmona. Second, so I got this alert, and second later, I've got another alert from the church of fire. And I connected the two, tried to connect to the cameras there. I couldn't connect, and obviously I realized something probably happened. It's not cannot be that coincidence that
Mm-hmm.
everything shut the alarm from both places in the same seconds. So, and then they phoned me later to tell me that our church got a rocket. So yeah, it's as a from the beginning of the war, Kiryat Shmona, it's almost became a military base, tanks on the road and armed vehicle. You feeling like you drive behind tank. It's unreal. It's surreal.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, but that was the reality. Today it's a ghost town. Nobody is there.
So when were you all evacuated from Kiryat Shmona?
Look, some people have been evacuated from the first week they left. We stayed in Kiryat Shmona. We felt that we needed our family. I said to my girls, my wife and my daughter, when you feel uncomfortable to be in Kiryat Shmona, then we will leave. The houses, we have a house in Puria, and we could have gone there anytime we want, but it was very comfortable for us, and we felt safe because house is in behind many buildings that face Kiryat Shmona, that face Lebanon. So to come to us to the house, you really need to go through many buildings. And so
Mm-hmm.
we felt safe to stay in Kiryat Shmona. In Ned we stayed, but the rockets came too close to for comfort. They came almost 100 meter from our home, 150 meter from our home,
Oh.
and it's a big one. It's the Burkan one. They destroyed like building, destroyed the whole front of the building,
Mm.
and then a rocket. And early in the morning, it's happened about a month and a half ago when we decided, and then I drove out from early in the morning. It was 8 o'clock. We drove to the church to start them in the day. And as we heard the siren, we stopped the car somewhere nearby a shelter. We left the car open, working, and we got into the shelter. And two massive rockets blew up. The whole shelter has been shaken. And after a while, we got out from this thing. I see 7 meter from the car, a rocket that landed from the car, 7 meter, but didn't explode.
Mm.
And house next to us, 25 meter from the car, been direct hit, exploded. And at the same time, that happened that the same barrage that came that morning also destroyed the building next to our building. So it was just a little bit too close. And my wife decided, okay, yalla, my dear husband, it's enough. Let's go.
It's a little too
So we
close for
decided,
comfort.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
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 So we decided,
Yeah.
okay, we stayed there another week, and then we left.
And
And
when was
so
when
that's
was
what
that?
happened 2 months ago.
2 months ago. Okay. So knowing that, why did you keep your congregation open in Kiryat Shmona?
No, the congregation is not open in Kiryat Shmona. We meet in the congregation from the first week. We meet at the Poria, at the Danish house. Congregation, we don't meet
Okay.
anymore. Well, from the beginning, well, no, I wouldn't take that chance. We didn't meet in Kiryat Shmona at all.
Okay.
We moved the congregation, our Friday meeting usually at 5 o'clock, and we moved it to Puria Elite at the Danish house. That's where our meeting is from the beginning. We left already in the beginning. People been evacuated, and we left. And since then, we meet in Puria from the beginning of the war. Now almost 8 months we meet in here.
Hmm.
I'm just saying the the church, the cooking, the operation of the whole kitchen. That our church became a kitchen now. it's working, so people, volunteers come in, and that operation carry on from Kiryat Shmona. Yeah.
Let's say going forward, the war ends, we're looking at the day after. I doubt there's an answer to this at the moment. What are the plans for the people that need to go home? Let's say your home doesn't get destroyed, but your neighbor's house is destroyed. What is the
Mhm.
plans there?
I
You
think as
know,
soon as the war finish, obviously the government will compensate and obviously build those houses. Oh, it's billions of dollars that need to build there in our area.
hmm
Nevertheless, in the country, but in our area, it's many houses has been destroyed and need to be built again. And I believe those who don't have house to come back, the government will rent for them places in the vicinities or hotels in the vicinities that they can stay until they will build their homes. And for them, it will be still, there will be refugees even after the war. They will have to stay somewhere else until
hmm
they will fix the place. But yeah, praise God for that. So yeah, we hoping, obviously we can't fix now with all the rockets that keep on falling.
hmm
So we just bring the church to a place so that we can operate again. But the repair themselves we can do after the war. It doesn't help to repair now. A guy shared with me, a guy from Kiryat Shmona shared that he got two rockets in the same, two rockets in his house twice, one few weeks, one after another. So no need. I think there is no, and I think we see as it's escalating the rockets to Kiryat Shmona. I think is no one is. I don't think it would be wise to do any repairs or to build now any damage. They just seal the houses where they've been broken. If they come, they seal it with boards that animals and whatever cannot go, and thieves and so on, and that's it. And they'll close it and they'll come to fix it in the end. Nobody
hmm
will come here now. Even families who the house has been destroyed, that's it. They close it and they didn't come back. They stay away. Now, Kiryat Shmona, if it was just about few weeks ago, 2,000 or 3,000 people left, I doubt it if there is anybody left now after the increase and of the rockets that fell into Kiryat Shmona lately. So this whole town of 23, 22,000 already gone from Kiryat Shmona, and they're scattered everywhere in the country. Look, I hear many people, many of our congregation and people that they are sick and tired. Nobody expected to last that long. 8 months now being away from their home. And yeah, it's, you can give me the best hotel. People are sick and tired of the food that they get in the hotel, the people in the hotel, the noise in the hotel, yeah, the
Yeah.
whole Kiryat Shmona in certain hotels, they scattered almost over 200 places in in the country.
Yeah, I had one manager, he put it this way. He said, these people are in a five-star cell. In reality, that's correct because day in, day out, they're stuck there. They don't have any work. They don't have a job to go to. They don't have anything for the kids to do. They're
Yeah.
they're dealing with, we're stuck. All we can do is come out, maybe take a walk, go down, sit in the lobby, and then go eat, and then go back and
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I praise God for us because otherwise, my son has got a business. He opened the restaurant 2 months before the war, and he's the main chef for the operation that we're doing. So all
hmm
of us are busy with giving and doing this thing. Otherwise, what we would have done? Well, we watch TV and do what exactly you said. We watch how life. So we gave, and I think for us, just as a by the way, so many soldiers that come to our congregation and come to the church, and they are blown away to see so many foreigners coming to help in this hour, in this time. It's a great testimony for the body
hmm
of Messiah in Israel and body of Messiah throughout the world, the evangelical body that come and they see it and they're amazed.
Looks like we are out of time today. Go to our website, branchofisrael.com, to listen to our archives and other programs. Until then, lehitrot, goodbye, or see you again.